Hey everyone, my name is Gray Brummett. I use they, them pronouns. I am the restoration technician at WSA. I will be talking to you today about tree planting initiatives in 2021, specifically our Replant and Arundel program. All right, so clean water grows on trees. This is Replant and Arundel's slogan that represents the connection between our need for trees and cleaning up our waterways. Beyond beautifying our landscapes, trees offer many benefits. Tree canopies reduce stormwater runoff by intercepting and holding rainfall. Tree roots hold soil in place, prevent it from washing into our waterways, and promote infiltration. Trees are also an integral part of our ecology, giving food and shelter to native animals such as birds. As you may know, Anne Arundel County has lost 2,500 acres of forest since 2013, which is the highest urbanized forest loss rate per county in the state of Maryland. As a response, WSA, in partnership with the county, has created the Replant Anne Arundel program to address these canopy restoration needs. When formulating a plan, we interviewed representatives from 8 local jurisdictions ranging from nonprofits to governmental agencies. The main takeaways from these interviews were that outreach and engagement are key to starting up a successful program. Maintenance is essential for each installation's long-term success. And lastly, we deduced the importance of using the best tree stock for our purposes, which we will call the Goldilocks tree stock. What are these Goldilocks trees? These trees are categorized as being approximately 5-gallon containerized trees, somewhere between ½ inch to 1 inch in caliber, and they will be at least 4 to 6 feet tall upon installation. Some of the reasoning behind this choice is that these trees will provide instant gratification upon installation, as opposed to the bare root seedlings that are on the left side of the diagram. These Goldilocks trees, will be easier for volunteers to plant than, like, for example, the B&B trees on the right side of the slide. These trees will also give the county stormwater credits in the future as they get larger, and they have a higher rate of survivability. We have also created a resilient tree species list that tree troopers can select from. This list has gone through various models of survivability, ensuring those selected have the highest resiliency rates to changing temperatures and precipitation patterns in our changing climate. Here's a quick summary of how the first year of Replant Anne Arundel went. We installed over 4,803 trees across Anne Arundel County, engaging at least 304 residents through the installation of 204 projects. COVID lockdowns went into effect during the week our in-person training, tree trooper trainings were to begin. We then converted our trainings into weekly online sessions. And while we intended to offer a variety of planting options, which were going to be volunteer planted or fully contractor planted, or the option to have contractors dig the holes and then have volunteers do the planting themselves, we ended up having to switch to fully contractor planted installations for the entirety of our first year. This greatly impacted our outreach throughout the year and helped us develop our fall program, Groves of Gratitude, which we will dive a little bit deeper into in a few minutes. Now I'd like to go into each branch or program of Replant Anne Arundel and the impact that we have had in our inaugural program year. We'll start with backyard buffers. If you don't know about this program, we offer free bare root seedlings to county residents in the form of buffer bundles. There are 4 buffer bundles that residents can choose from: small, tree, shrub, wet canopy, and dry canopy. In each bundle ordered, the resident will receive 12 to 15 bare root seedlings, as well as deer protection. Our 2020 Backyard Buffer program engaged 79 residents and provided them with a safe way to go outside and plant trees during a time when we were all going through a lot. These residents planted almost 2,500 bare root seedlings. Tree troopers are the volunteer leaders of Replant Anne Arundel's planting efforts. We trained our tree troopers how to design and install tree planting projects in their communities through multiple hour-long webinar training sessions covering topics such as tree biology, siting trees in a landscape, proper tree planting techniques, maintenance, and more. We had 65 tree trooper applicants and successfully trained 45 tree troopers. From these 45 tree troopers, 28 projects were installed for a total of 1,175 trees. The trees stock installed through the tree trooper program are those Goldilocks trees that we touched upon earlier, the 4 to 6 feet tall trees. You can take a moment to pause this video and just look at the map on the right-hand side to see the spread of tree planting projects across the country, and kind of get an idea of the breakdown. The Tree Trooper program truly utilized WSA's partnerships by engaging over 128 residents. We worked with 2 clean water communities, Glen Isle in Riva, Maryland, and Columbia Beach in Shadyside, Maryland. We also worked with 6 congregations who each received tree planting projects that were a minimum of 20 trees per project. And we also installed projects at Sandy Point State Park in Annapolis, Maryland, Jug Bay Wetlands Sanctuary in Lothian, Maryland, and Eastport Annapolis Neck Library, just outside of the Hillsmere community in Annapolis, Maryland. We also planted 2 large restoration projects in the first year of our program. We ordered 750 bare root seedlings along with our backyard buffers for the installations, but due to COVID, we had to push back the installations and ended up partnering with the Providence Center to house our trees over the summer. They then repotted these trees in 1-gallon containers to get them to survive over the summer. And all 750 seedlings survived, which was awesome. And we then planted all of those seedlings at 2 locations, one being Jug Bay Wetlands Sanctuary and the other being a residential property in Davidsonville, Maryland. Both of these were planted as buffer plantings. The final branch of our Replant Anne Arundel program is Groves of Gratitude. This program is similar to the Backyard Buffers program, in which residents are able to order trees online and pick them up to bring home and install themselves. But the Groves of Gratitude trees are a bit bigger than the Backyard Buffer trees. These trees are 2 to 3 gallon containerized pots, roughly 2 to 4 feet tall in size. And we just wanted to make sure that these trees would be easy to plant and small enough to get into the average resident's vehicle. The residents could order individual trees to plant, or they could order a grove package that was designed by our restoration team. The grove packages that were available were a food grove, a pollinator grove, a shade grove, or a screening grove. All of the trees came with bags of mulch and deer protection. In total, the Groves of Gratitude program engaged 97 residents who installed 424 trees. Not only did this program provide another opportunity for residents to go outside and plant trees themselves, but we were able to donate half of the proceeds to the Centro de Ayuda Center of Help, providing support to immigrant families in times of need. All right, now let's move on to how you can become involved with tree plantings this year. As we mentioned, there are 3 programs within Replant Anne Arundel: Backyard Buffers, the Tree Troopers, and Groves of Gratitude. Backyard Buffers will be launching at the beginning of March, and residents will be able to pick up and plant their trees in early April. The Tree Trooper program, which is our action group of stewards and community leaders, will go through a 5-week online training program on Wednesdays starting March 31st and running through April. These are some of the topics that the training session will cover. So it'll cover tree biology and identification, siting trees in the landscape, as well as proper installation, outreach, community engagement, plant ordering, delivery protocols, as well as tree reporting and monitoring protocols. While each session is mandatory for the training, the sessions will be recorded and posted online for those who are unable to attend a session. We also understand that you as steward candidates will be receiving some of the outreach information through your steward course and will be more than willing to waive your attendance to specific sessions. Tree Trooper project proposals will be developed throughout the training and finalized and submitted by May 30th. This allows us at USA to complete site visits throughout the summer and provide feedback to each project, all in time for fall installations. And then finally, the Groves of Gratitude program will be available starting November 2021. Here are our goals for Replant Anne Arundel 2021. We aim to install 4,750 trees in total, with 2,550 of those trees being installed through the Backyard Buffer program, and the remaining 2,200 much larger trees being installed through the Tree Trooper program, as well as Groves of Gratitude. We also hope to train at least 50 new tree troopers this year, all the while engaging existing tree troopers through the maintenance and monitoring of last year's plantings. Through all of the installations, we intend to reach over 1,500 residents, as well as have a heavy focus on greater engagement of the northern and western parts of the county, specifically underrepresented communities. Yep. If you are interested in becoming a tree trooper, please email me at cont-abrummett@acps.org. I will then direct you to filling out the tree trooper application for this spring's training. And with that, I just want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you.